Namaste. Welcome to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal special with me Nirmala Basnet. Dear viewers, today we will talk about kiwi cultivation and mushroom cultivation. The kiwi fruit is believed to be originated in China. The fruit was popularized by missionaries from New Zealand. The kiwis are very nutritious and the Nepali farmers are finding good share of the market right here in Nepal. Still, the highest consumption of kiwi is believed to be in China, where 55% of the production of the world is used up. This means that if Nepal can produce this crop in excess, China is a good market for the kiwis. Today, I have prepared a small report on the cultivation of kiwi fruit, and we will also talk to the guest on kiwi cultivation so that you will get full information on how to cultivate the kiwi fruit. Let us now look at the report on kiwi cultivation information. The climate used for commercial cultivation of kiwi is in the height of 1,000 to 2,000 meters above sea level. However, with proper irrigation and care, it can be cultivated from 800 to 2,900 meters above sea level, say the experts. Kiwis are found naturally in the mountainous jungles of Nepal from 1,600 meters to 2,500 meters above sea level. Kiwi needs to be irrigated in the winter and hot summer season. Kiwis cannot tolerate less than -2 degrees centigrade, 10 degrees Fahrenheit. The soil with pH 5 to 9.4 is considered suitable for kiwi. One plant kiwi needs 50 kg of natural fertilizer per year. The spacing of the seedlings when planting should be 6 meters square. It is best to plant 13 to 15 seedlings per row-bani. Some say up to 40 plants per row-bani. One kiwi plant needs 200 square feet of land. The kiwi fruit, which grows in the subtropical climates, cannot tolerate temperatures less than 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Kiwis mature in 220 days in favorable weather conditions. Kiwis found in the Nepali jungle are ready in Kartik and Magshir. The kiwi, which grows from March last, blooms in mid-May. Since both females and males are separate plants, both types of kiwi should be planted. For every 10 female plant, you will need 1 male plant. The kiwi fruit is cool, climate-loving fruit crop. Kiwi fruit varieties have been developed for different temperatures. For most kiwi fruits, chilling temperatures of 400 to 800 hours per winter is required, which is less than 7 degrees Celsius. Kiwi fruit needs to be adjusted according to the height. The cultivated area should not be shaded in places above 1,600 meters, and some shade should be applied to the places where it is too warm. Depending on the height, the mountain front should be selected. In the higher elevations, the east and the south face are better. In low altitude, the northeast face is good. After the kiwi cultivation information, let us now talk about the suitable soil for kiwi cultivation. The soil is very important for the cultivation of every kind of crop. There are different colors and types of soils. They are mainly clay, sandy, silty, peaty, chalky, and loamy soils. Loamy soil is the mixture of clay, sand, and silt. The pH and the nutrients of the soil are very important for the healthy crop. This is why the soil is tested in the lab before starting any kind of cultivation. There are soil scientists who help the farmers technically to yield high quality and quantity of crops. Let us look at this report for a little while. It can be cultivated on all types of soil without too much water. The root of the kiwi fruit does not go too deep. Its root is like a thick asparagus. The soil for this kind of root is loose, silty, loamy soil. The acidity of the soil should be 6 to 6.8. If there is more sandy soil, then irrigation should be done immediately. Compost fertilizer should be used a lot to improve the more clayey soil. In order to preserve soil nutrients in the slopes, good drainage of rainwater should be done. Good drainage system should be arranged so as not to accumulate too much water in the ground. After the information on soil for kiwi, let us now talk about the information on how to plant the kiwi fruit. Different crops are planted differently. The consistency of the soil is also important for the planting of crops. Not only that, the physical supports are also important for the cultivation of the crops. The kiwi is a vine. This vine needs special support to survive and produce. That is right, the kiwi fruit needs anchor to grow and fruit. The cane and bamboo pillars are good supports. Let us now look at the report for a little while. Before planting a garden, suitable gardening method should be arranged by planting the baseline on the selected land and planting the plant at suitable distance. The squares, quadrilaterals, contours, and hexagon shapes are arranged using one of the methods according to the space. For this, some mild sloping soil is suitable so that the kiwi garden can be planted by drawing contours and spreading it to the north and south. Transplant the common and hayward saplings to shrubs 7 to 8 meters apart and other varieties to 6 meters apart. It is recommended for planting according to the quadrilateral method at distance of 5 meters. Differentiation is established between the training system and the planting area and the distance zone according to the varieties. Once the plant is planted, it will be considered for many years, considering that selection should be made to buy the plant which has health and type purity. If clearly defined, male and female having healthy and abundant root, well-connected, grafted plant are chosen, then set up the garden, there will be less risk. In the kiwi plantation, male and females should be in the ratio of 1:10 to manage the cultivation generally for commercial cultivation. The female plants for fruit production are required. The appropriate time to plant kiwi is winter months, but if produced in a poly bag where there is facility of water, it can be sown at any time of the year. There should be ditch dug which is 3 feet deep. The ditch should be dug 2 months before the plantation period. In the ditch, you should apply 1 doko or 40 kg of manure, 5 kg of ash, 400 gram of bone meal, 200 gram of nitrogen, 100 gram of phosphorus, and 200 gram of potassium. Everything should be mixed with good soil to a depth of 2 feet and the center should be marked. After 2 months of preparation of the pit, the seedlings should be planted with the help of the planting ward, and the seedlings should be kept in the center of the pit without tilting. To protect the plant from shaking, the plant should be supported with cane. The water should be applied according to the requirement. After the information of planting method, let us now talk about the affairs of the garden management. In the garden, there are a lot of problems that occur. The weeds come up, the birds come to nest. The plants produce fruits in properly managed gardens. For that, there should be pruning and training of the plants. For pruning, expert advice is required. Every plant has a special way of being productive. The pruning of plants is very sensitive practice. If we do not prune properly, we will suffer from declined production. The gardens should have proper sunlight and shade in order for the crops to thrive. Let us look at the information on management of the garden. The root of the kiwi fruit does not go deep, so it is necessary to periodically mix the soil to make the soil loose. Weeds should be weeded from 2 to 3 times a year, especially as the weeds grow rapidly during the rainy season. It is a good idea to seal around the bottom with the weeded weed. In the months of Posh and Magh, the plant should be dug before use of fertilizers during doormat conditions. Weeds should be removed again in the Jesta, Ashar, and Vadra when the rain arrives. Irrigation and drainage restrictions. The root of the kiwi fruit is not deep, so the plant will be developed well with moist soil. After the report on management of garden, let us now talk to our guest. Our guest is a kiwi specialist who works with the Nepali farmers who want to cultivate the fruit commercially. His name is Chandraman Shrestha. Let us now talk to our guest. Welcome to our show, Chandraman Shrestha. How are you doing today?
Namaste and thank you, and very well, very good weather today and happy and with meet you. Thank you.
The kiwi cultivation is fairly new in Nepal. How did you get involved in this?
Yes, kiwi is very new for kiwi growers in Nepal and also kiwi consumers in the Nepalese context.
Yeah.
I also engaged in this crop during the horticulture farm in Dolakha district of Nepal.
Okay.
When I am working, one farmers grow one plant fruiting very well.
Okay.
Then we decide to promote this fruit from Dolakha.
Yes.
And started to coordinate all the development organization in district and
okay.
started to produce sapling and demonstration farm and training and production also started from Dolakha and started. I also involved during 10 years before.
Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah,
it's been 10 years since I came to Nepal?
Yes, not more earlier to 10 years, but I am engaged in this crop from 10 years.
For 10 years. Okay. This is the season for planting kiwi. Is this true?
Right, this is the last season for planting kiwi fruit in the hills of Nepal. It is this is main season is January, February is the main season for planting kiwi fruit. This is winter fruit.
Yes.
This is somehow late for transplanting kiwi fruit.
Okay. So, how many types of kiwi fruits are found around the world?
In world, many type of kiwi is developed in developed countries. In Nepal, many varieties introduced in Nepalese context also. Mainly green kiwi, 5 varieties of green kiwi introduced and grown in field of Nepal.
Yes.
And also red kiwi also grown in Nepal, and golden kiwi time of introduced.
Yes.
And some farmers started to grow golden kiwi also in the hills of Nepal. Mainly green kiwi commercial grower started to grow in the Nepal.
Okay. So for cultivation of kiwi, what kind of climate is required?
Right, climate is most important thing for agriculture produce. Kiwi is winter fruit. It needs cool and humid climate suitable for the cultivation of kiwi fruit in Nepalese context. Mostly we have more mountain areas and in the elevation from 1200 meter to 2400 meter is suitable climate for kiwi grown in Nepalese hills.
And what kind of soil?
Soil also good. Every type of soil can be grown kiwi fruit, but suitable is sandy loam soil is most suitable for kiwi fruit.
Okay.
And clay soil or red soil is not good for kiwi fruit.
Yes.
That is a problem for irrigation. So
yeah, many fruits grow well in loamy soil.
right, many agriculture produce easy to penetrate root system, easy to grow root system. So sandy loam, loam is good.
Yeah. But it requires a lot of water.
Requires more water.
Yeah, so we come to irrigation. What kind of irrigation is good for the kiwi fruit?
Kiwi needs a secure irrigation system in commercial growers. So it needs more water during flowering season, growing season from March, April, May, June. Main water require time.
Yeah.
So other time no need to irrigate. Need to drainage system. But during flowering time more irrigation need to plant for flowering.
Yes. Okay. So
for fruit shade.
For fruits. Okay, to set the fruit.
To set the fruit, right.
More water. Okay, so we come to this flowering season. So when's the flowering season? You just said that it was
right. This is a winter fruit from this is March. April is the main flowering season of kiwi fruit in Nepalese context.
Yeah, and then the fruit sets.
Fruit set started to fruit set January, March, April, May, June. Growing season and harvesting time is during December.
Yes. So how long does the fruit set and flowering to fruit set?
Fruit set, yeah. Maybe 8 months, maybe 260 days required for fruit set and harvesting time. Right.
Okay, all right. And so where's the market for this fruit?
Right, market is the major concern for the grower of any fruit, any agricultural produce in our context.
Right.
Kiwi is most expensive crop and most expensive fruit in market in the Kathmandu Valley or everywhere in Nepal.
Yes.
Because this fruit is imported from very far countries.
Yes.
By India. So it is very costly in the market. So our growers need to produce marketable variety and can sell every capital center of the state.
Yes.
Of the district headquarters.
Yes.
Anywhere there is a market and more market in other countries also. This is one of the most important fruit for the export from Nepal to Bangladesh or India. They want to want to buy Nepalese fruit, Nepalese kiwi, but we are trying just initial stage to produce marketable variety.
Oh, okay. So we're just at the very beginning of
situation. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So what kind of policy does the government have for the kiwi cultivation in Nepal?
Right. Farmers need many supports for the success of their occupation, their commercial scale. Mainly market subsidies or other support like cold storage, market center, technical support, many things they need to support for the farmers. This is new thing. So now government, local government or state government or central government started to support for the farmers.
Yes, subsidy
also, program also started to plan training. They also made by PMAMP program by Kiwi zone in different districts. So farmers started to cultivate commercial scale from this year.
Dolakha,
Ilam,
Solukhumbu, yes.
Their farmers started commercial scale.
That's wonderful. So what would you like to say to the farmers about kiwi cultivation?
Farmers, those new or old, all farmers want to know the technical part. This is very new crop, not easy to grow and other fruit like apple, orange or other fruit. This is some technical part is quite different
from
they need
other
to
fruits,
aware about training, pruning, support system. Not easy like other fruit. This is very economical, even though more economical fruit, and need to aware about technical part, please.
Technical part. So yes, that's the advice you have. You have to focus on the technical part.
Yes, we want to advise to contact horticulture station or agriculture technician, special technician for new growers.
Yes.
Right.
For new growers, this is the advice you have.
Right.
Okay, thank you for being with us. Chandraman Shrestha, namaste.
Thank you so much for coordination for this new technology in your channel. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. After the affairs of the kiwi cultivation, let us now take a small commercial break. Stay with Krishi Television. After the commercial break, welcome back to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal special. Dear viewers, let us now talk about the affairs of the mushroom cultivation. Mushrooms are found all over the world. One record shows that mushrooms have been part of the human diet for over 46,000 years. This is before the agriculture started to develop. The prehistoric people ate the mushrooms to sustain their bodies. The mushrooms have high content of protein, so in the modern times, the vegetarians also eat the mushroom. Now, we get many different types of mushroom delicacies. So where do the mushrooms come from? If you look in the dark corner during monsoon, you will surely find mushroom growing somewhere. The mushroom grows in warm, dark, and moist place. It is very shy that way. Would you like to cultivate the mushroom? Let us look at this information that I prepared for a little while. Domesticated mushrooms are not grown in the soil. They are grown in a substrate. Substrate is what the spawn is mixed with. All the agricultural waste can work as potential substrate. Types of edible wild mushrooms: Cantharellus, morels, lion's mane mushrooms, maitake mushroom, and oyster mushroom. Types of cultivated mushrooms: button mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, shiitake of forest mushroom, rare mushrooms, devil's cigar, turkey tail, sky blue mushroom, and dog stinkhorn mushroom, etc. Benefits of mushroom. The mushroom is neither a plant nor an animal. It is rich in phytochemicals which can fight disease. These phytochemicals boost immunity and protect us against cold, flu, and other viruses. Mushrooms prevent cancer, diabetes, and tumors. It is cholesterol-free, so it is good for the heart. After the information, let us now talk about the mushroom cultivation in Nepal. Mushroom is recently taking place in Nepal. The women in Jumla and Dhading are becoming self-reliant through mushroom cultivation. Not only these places, but many more places are becoming aware of the market requirement of mushroom. In the past, the mushrooms have been coming from India, like most of the other vegetables. There have been many reports from all over Nepal. Let us look at this report for a little while. In Nepal, people are attracted by mushroom farming as they are aware of its health benefits and thus its demanding market. Before, mushroom was eaten by some ethnic groups of Nepal by hunting the mushrooms from the jungle. This caused a lot of death as some people did not know which mushroom was good to eat. Now, this edible fungus is defined and cultivated all over the country. Nepal has the right temperature for the mushroom growth. The farmers grow mushroom year-round in natural environment. Organic mushroom farming is big in Nepal. Mushroom farming. Mushroom farming is a very good way of earning a big profit in just few weeks. It is fairly easy to cultivate. Step 1. Spawn and substrate. What is required is the spawn or the seed to start your mushroom culture. You can produce your own spawn. However, to buy the ready-to-inoculate spawn or the seed is the smart idea. These ready-to-inoculate spawn are found with supplies. We also need substrate. We can make our own substrate with straw or wood chips. Straw is mostly used popular substrate. Straw needs to be chopped up into small pieces. Step 2. How to prepare substrate. Chop the straw into small pieces. B. Make the straw wet with water. C. Heat up the straw in boiling water. Keep boiling for half hour. D. Remove the straw from boiling water and drain it. E. Spread out the straw on a clean surface and let it cool. Step 3. Packing the plastic bags with spawn and straw. A. Take a big bag of plastic. B. Fill the bag with 2 to 3 inches of straw. C. Sprinkle the straw with spawn on the top. D. Repeat B and C till the plastic bag is full. E. Poke holes from the sides of the plastic bag. Step 4. Incubation. A. Keep the plastic bag filled with spawn and straw in a dark room with temperature around 78 degrees Fahrenheit. B. To check the room with the mushroom culture, use red light. C. When small pin heads of mushrooms spring out of the holes on the plastic bag, we are ready for step 5. Step 5. Fruiting of mushroom. A. For a fruiting room, you need highly humid level. B. The temperature should be 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. C. Fruiting room should have lot of natural light of at least 12 hours a day. D. If you want fast results, shock the mushroom by moving to a cool room for a day and take them back to warm room. E. Cut away the plastic to let the mushroom fruit. Step 6. Harvesting. Before the mushrooms are fully uncurled, it is time to harvest. After the report on farming of mushrooms in Nepal, let us now talk about the affairs of the disease of the mushrooms. Like all the other living things on earth, the mushrooms have disease that they have to fight. The mushrooms require very hygienic place to grow. The farmers should consult the mushroom specialists who have been working on mushroom. The farmers should visit the government agriculture department to find out about the cultivation of mushroom. There are many programs and trainings provided by the government. Let us look at this report for a little while. Arthropodas, a very small fly, is a pest of the mushrooms. Nematodes, fungal disease, and bacterial disease are common. Management of mushroom pest. During cultivation, high level of hygiene should be maintained. If the outbreak occurs, make sure you identify the pest and take action. How to eat mushrooms. Roasted mushrooms to bring out their natural taste. Number 2. Fry the mushroom like chicken. Number 3. Stir fry sliced mushroom. Number 4. Grill the mushroom. Number 5. Saute the mushroom. 6. Soup the mushroom. Your choice of taste is the best way. This is all in Agriculture Affairs in Nepal special with me, Nirmala Basnet. Thank you for watching the show. I'll be back with more affairs next time. Till then, Jai Krishi, Jai Kishan, Samriddha Krishi, Nepal Kushan.